Bit of a waiting line to get out the door this morning. Everyone's eager to start their Tuesday, 64 degrees, 7:34. And it's windy. It's howling out there. T-Rex, check it out for us. Steve, what do you think? Yeah, Steve kind of likes the wind. It blows his fur around. Look at that. We've got a Beaufort scale 4, I would say, by looking at Steve's mane. Also means it's going to be challenging for me to find a spot to hide from the wind, to talk without the wind overwhelming us. Cute little tugboat or push boat going out into Hull, right into the wind, which is now from the north-northeast at about 15 to 20. While inland, it's calm this morning. Nice 1026 high pressure system coming in through the Midwest. And it's cold air advection. That's right. Mount Washington down to 40 last time I looked. Still, that front back on July 31st, another one on August 2nd. Those are the coldest fronts of the summer so far. It was in the mid-30s on Mount Washington then. And I think this is the coldest part of this air mass coming in right now. The front is stalled, not stalled, but it's pushed just offshore, and the cloud has stalled over Cape Cod and the islands. It's sunny on the north side beaches, but that's where the wind's coming onshore. So for my friends on Cape Cod and the islands, you want to head to the south side beaches where the wind goes offshore today. The wind should diminish here in Boston and come around from the east during the day with a high pressure system going right over us. I'm going to try and get it over here out of the wind if I can. Well, look at the size of that cucumber. I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah, I've been away. I haven't tended the garden. Looks pretty good. Still see some red tomatoes, some pumpkins. And Steve is going to look for that rabbit. A lot to talk about today in the weather department. This high pressure system comes in and protects us from all the nasty weather rounding the nation across this really record strong high pressure system and hot weather right over the middle of the nation. I talk about thicknesses and heights and cold air. Your thickness from the ground to 500 millibars comes down, and if you get that to 540, that's the rain snow line. But it also goes up in the summertime. So if that thickness goes up to, say, 600 meters, 6,000 meters rather, that's record thick air over the middle of the nation. That just means it's very hot. So the density of cold air, it's much more dense than hot air, which is much less dense. So that's why the thickness goes up the distance from the ground to 500 millibars in hot weather. Anyhow, we can look at the temperature anomalies while I'm on this subject. Look at Greenland as far as off the charts hot. Well, high pressure over Greenland is also setting records, it looks like, especially high in the sky. Those are anomalous warm pools in the red and cold pools in the blue and even purple coming into Greenland late in the period there. Why don't I show it one more time? I know it's a lot to swallow. Didn't intend on going down this rabbit hole this morning, but we're there. And once again, the ridge over the North America is going to weaken, and we're going to have some cool anomalies coming at us late in the week. And that is all part of the weather pattern. It was a cool anomaly in the East Pacific that sent Hillary up into California, where Las Vegas, sure enough, talked about it, a year's worth of rain in one day. Not Las Vegas, Death Valley, pardon me. Death Valley got 2.2 inches of rain. That's the annual rainfall for Death Valley in a so-called normal year. No such thing as normal in weather, but that's the average rainfall. And it was matched in one day there in Death Valley. So I've been watching Twitter. So the remnant of Hillary now is becoming incorporated in the boundary between the cooler air in Canada and the northern edge of the heat over the middle of the nation. And that boundary is going to come back at us on Thursday. So a couple of nice days here with Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe some record challenging cold tomorrow morning. And then the warm front comes in Thursday with some showers and rain probably Thursday night into Friday. And then there's a cold front Friday night, and that's when we may see the remnant of Hillary and low pressure trying to form over New England. It looks like a low north and a low south now, so not as consistent as the last couple of days, but it still shows fairly wet weather here. And what's going on Sunday? Why is it still raining on Sunday? I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to have rain off and on Friday and Saturday. Sunday, the Euro is trying to keep a front right over us on Sunday. Hopefully that's wrong. Where you going, T-Rex? What are you barking at? Okay, see you later. He's tied up. He can't get too far. Steve, where are you? Taking attendance. Good? Looking good. So that brings us to the tropics. We talked about the remnant of Hillary. That's not a problem. Harold is going into Texas as a rainmaker, probably not a tropical storm. Gert is tenacious. Gert holding on to its status last night as a tropical depression, but that's fading. So the ones in the eastern Atlantic also, they lost their red hashes. So all eyes are on Franklin now and a potential second system that's going to develop over Central America later in the period. So let's watch Franklin go out of the Caribbean. On Saturday, it's out of this region. Now we'll put it on the northeast region, and we can see Franklin kind of coming at us, isn't it? Oh, and there it goes to the right. There's a chance it could still try and come west. Of course there's a chance. It's in the 8 to 10 day forecast, but it looks fairly confident that Franklin should send a swell to the south coast and then go out to sea to our east, way to our east. So that leaves that system forming in the Gulf of Mexico. Looks like energy from the Pacific Ocean could form a hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, this is the Euro model. I know the GFS is kind of crazy, always trying to generate hurricanes, but this is the Euro, so you got to give it a little more confidence that would possibly be a hurricane in the Florida Panhandle in a 10-day period here. That's that next Thursday. That's the 30th, 31st, somewhere in there. And then that could be a potential player on the East Coast, especially is in the rain department. If it comes into land over Florida, it would be rain here around TK's birthday, which coincides with Labor Day, which is not part of the plan. So I just want waves. I don't want rain. I want sunshine. We're on a roll. Nice Sundays and Mondays, so let's keep that going. Although yesterday, Monday, oh man, it was painful getting off Cape again with the traffic. It was fun working with you, Ginny. Your garden is looking so great. And then more traffic. And then finally, Fenway Park. And sure enough, it rained. Worse than they said. And who called for an inch of rain in Mansfield, Massachusetts? That's where the heaviest rain was. Unbelievable. A wave of low pressure formed on that front last night. And it was just eastern Massachusetts and the ocean that got rained on. Kind of dampened our spirits at Guns N' Roses, but good time was had by all. Maybe you want to put some drainage in that balcony. Please, next time. All right. Nice meeting new friends again. And Carter Allen. Listening to you on the radio forever. It was fun having that conversation. Talk to you later. I've never met Carter Allen, but he's in there. A lot of people wanting to buy and sell tickets, but it's not sold out. You can get on the floor for $200. Beautiful evening. Very fun. Due to WZLX, I decided to show myself at Game On. And who do I get to run into? Somebody I've been listening to forever.
It has been forever.
What's your name? Where you from?
Carter Allen from WZLX. And then before that, WBCN.
BCN.
Yeah,
oh, it was so sad when BCN went the other way.
Yeah,
like into the grave. Yeah. But you're my favorite station.
Hey, man.
After 9 o'clock in the morning.
I understand. How about this sea of black we see around us? All Guns N' Roses t-shirts.
I'm so happy. You're giving away another ticket? Are you done with tickets yet?
No, we got a couple more to give away. You know,
I mean,
the Pretenders are going on, I think, 5:30 or 6, and so a lot of people are starting to make their way in.
Well, it's funny because this is going to be aired like well after the concert.
Right.
So
it was a great show.
I had no idea the Pretenders were the opening act.
I know. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, Chrissy Hynde still has it. You know, she still rocks. I love it.
I'm gonna try and get in there.
Yeah. Don't miss the Pretenders if you.
So, what are the odds of the Guns N' Roses coming on before like 9 o'clock tonight?
No, the odds are good. It's not like the bad old days when they made you wait for 2 hours and then they'd come on and they'd storm off in a huff and the place would go nuts, ballistic, and they'd tear the place apart. No, they're supposed to be going on sometime between 7:30 and 8. And they say they're going to do a 2 to 2.5 hour show. And they've been on their best behavior over the last couple of years. It's pretty amazing.
So 2.5 hour show, does that include an intermission? Because some people are complaining that Zach Brown had an intermission about a half hour in a couple days ago.
I didn't see an intermission when I was looking at some of the set lists.
Oh, you seen the set list?
Yeah,
because you're an insider.
Well, I got to know what I'm doing. I got to talk and ask trivia questions in there. We're giving away tickets.
Hey, Carter, very nice to meet you.
Good to see you, man. Boom. Hey, enjoy the show.
Chrissy Hines and the Pretenders are opening. Had no idea. 'Cons keep saying going up the stairs. I don't know how many more stairs I can go up. I don't see any rain. Can't find my seats. I'm missing one of the best songs that I've liked forever. Right here. Totally getting the runaround up here. I'm walking around for like an hour. Supposedly my seats are over here. .40 p.m. Chrissy Hines and the Pretenders just got off the stage. Who knows when Axl and Slash will get on the stage? Who knows what the weather's going to do? So there's a backdoor cold front coming in, and so far so good. Two things are unpredictable: the weather and when Guns N' Roses will take the stage. 6:44 p.m. For the record, there are a few raindrops right now. So we were kind of right that it would rain. Be careful when you wave at the camera, because the camera might come closer. Was the weather forecast right for tonight?
I think the weather forecast
I think it's going forever. So far,
no rain.
That's a big cloud behind you there.
I don't know.
But
you know what? I think it's gonna go that way.
I think it is too. So we're all set then.
I think we're good.
Care to share your name and where you're from?
I'm Mel Slammin, and this is Joe Slammin, and we're from Cape Cod. We're from Nashville.
We're from
Mashpee?
Mashpee.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Tim Kelly, South Dennis.
Yes.
you know what?
Great to meet you.
South Dennis, beautiful place.
Yes.
It's also part of Cape Cod.
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
we know.
So sounds good.
Euro did a great job forecasting the shower to get worse and worse right at 7 to 8 p.m. Gosh darn it. The tide is rising.
Hey, it was gonna just drizzle.
Drizzle, drizzle, mizzle. Sucks. Just getting started. No, there's more water than the drain's going to be able to handle. I'm not sure what the band is going to do. They may have a tent. I don't know. Sucks. Worst possible time. Everyone's coming down.
What is the ratio? Who has the most fins here? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to sort that out. You, me, together. Yeah, boy!
It's raining as hard as it can rain right now. Gosh darn it. Didn't predict anything like a half hour. About a quarter inch of rain last 20 minutes. 8:20. I'm almost done with this. I think I'm gonna go.
We got 2 minutes late. We're gonna start adding some shit up.